Do you remember the IMF bailout under Mahama? Yes, we received almost $1 billion loan from IMF. The money was released in 3 tranches. $330 million a year for 3 years. How did the Bahamas IMF bailout affect the economy? Withdrawal of teacher trainee allowances, withdrawal of nursing trainee allowances, embargo placed on public sector recruitments, removal of subsidies on electricity tariffs, imposition of more taxes on petroleum products, and many more. Going to IMF couldn't end the doomsday under John Mahama. The almost $1 billion IMF gave to Ghana was not free. It was added to Ghana's debt stock, for which we are still paying with our taxes. What is the cost of e-levy? Ghanaians will be taxed 1.5% on the money they transfer above 100 Ghana cedis a day. Why is e-levy better than an IMF loan? Government is projecting to realize $1.2 billion a year, which is more than the entire amount IMF gave to Ghana as loan within 3 years under John Mahama. What will the e-levy be used for? U-Start, which is aimed at giving startups to entrepreneurs to create jobs for our unemployed youth. More roads will be constructed. Free SHS will continue. No embargo on public sector recruitments, and many more. Fellow Ghanaians, let's embrace e-levy as the best option to generate revenue internally. IMF bailout did not save Ghana. Let's do this ourselves. Hashtag e-levy for development.
Sarakatema Mamami Eka. Organization is impossible. Or let those who know the laws of harmony lays the foundation. It's only the chewing stick that know the secret of the mouth. Someone who has sold an old lady before knows the price of an old man. Yaka Hotel Papa Ghana Tourism Authority Ajatum. Say a number 1. Me patro yaka class pa. And one Chapford Royal Guest House. Any guest house apart from Chapford Royal Guest House, a counter illegal, a treasonable offense, a first degree felony. A papa fee, maybe a person to do, maybe I cast a bamboo once some security yet my padia, and one Chapford Royal Guest House, a whoop passing. And Indian Rasima phone number from Mrs. It was 0594 98 53 52 0594 98 53 52. Yaka Guest House, papa, no more Chapford Royal Guest House, and to send Waku Juba with the sun which and I walk up 20% I love you. Boom, let the people have fun.
Obantan bi anim se ade a ya ne se wo de wo ba bepi na wo beku nsuo ana wo begya ne nan na aye ne ho na ne ho aseye entimi de funny love baby diapers eno na me de bo me ba se me de funny love baby diapers ebo me ba enam se eye cotton base nti akoda ne gu nsuo ogya ne nan a empem fa ho na ne ntaban anasa wins no etrexre efa baby a na funny love baby diapers na de wo ho kura enwa won se perfume ne wo mu nti no sa akoda ne gu nsuo anasa ogya ne nan a unhu senti biara won te hwe won tese woda na wada akoda no so da woda fom wo ye comfortable eto obatan mento diapers bi akeke o diapers bebre wo dwaso nenso funny love baby diapers ne danso sizes ne bebre wo ho efi akoda ne nkoda brem kopin so benyina komfie mienu ni nyina no eye funny love baby diapers ena wo hia ehye bebre enti wo insult mu se ekoyi ankasa enti mento diapers kasa me pe funny love baby diapers if you say eno ena ye papa e wo dwaso abatan nyina nso yaji atumu eye funny love.
Boss, all right, Charlie. Good morning. And then they want money back crown, mommy. But supernatural God, mommy, why? But supernatural God, mommy. But supernatural God, mommy, Mr. Now we young fan no starting there. And
Hold on, ever.
no problem. It's here for that. See, when in our journey, mommy ain't here no back when I am fan free. Ya dofuni na no mo so muntu me join their air cushion. Why? Na unya yina link no so na wa share wa bra ya free afoforo so mo me join and I will yanko direct. Tell yanko direct na.
You know, left my innocent, but
And yatri,
not coming here.
Na share na kakra na if yanko direct, no problem. Good. Charlie, good morning to each and every one of you. Wow, wait to me, baby. I'll back. Na share page, said your tear, boko, the amayen. Na afi, wama, or comment, and I will like so. Esu page ni so mesra mo ende ye besua ade kakra na ya bebie yani afa ne ame bi a eni kwanse ye didi akro ho me I always believe say unim bibi ana unim de fa bibi ho na saa de no beboa wo man na se wantumi amana amboa wo man a onyo man bapa saa na me na medwene no enti ende ye bedi nkomo kakra na ya de niama atoto baby a niama da in exactly 1.5 hours I will be done with this and we will be able to move on to some other stuff. In the meantime, no Chairman Drew, line up all our videos. Why? Line up all the videos I made them so far no. Na eno na nde yade be ye adwuma wa ha sei. Eno na nde na me adoma yade ebe ye adwuma e wa ha sei ntino. Line na up na afei montage omo aye ni omo ye adwuma ni na so mai any die mo ara. Okay, let me go here and go share with it. You don't know issue. I hope so be out here though. I hope so be in another room will be out here, Charlie. And the mama may miss out. And the mama may miss out the any other. The patrol bus was said I end down no I share page na mammy mess them pee. I want ya some of share page, Into baswa na wash share page na mammy. Me who say Ebenezer Nyamiche, I see you, I see Prince Kwame. I see Don Kwesi Pedro. Me never my Charlie share mammy. I say good evening from Madrid. Celestina appear Michia also so Sana Michia Samuel Boache. And I am says yes, class prefect so has in Tiaqua. Oh, me patron share page in na into me call. 50 ni yenyandu ye. Mon share page ni yendu. There, Wilson Kofi, I see you too. Yeah, greetings from Norway. Yo, yes, so greetings from Canada. Yeah, the ciao. Osman Tuamani, also good evening, brother Felix. I hope you are doing great there. Me patcho me hoye pa. I hope so also no abusu for hoye. Patcho wa beba so bia push the share button, like the page, and also subscribe to our page. Now into me and moving forward. Yeah, best more sharing with YouTube. So yeah, didn't check and see mamo. More YouTuber, more sharing see no. Yeah, didn't check and see mamo. My memfa we into answer. Na and then yendi dwuma no kama na enye fe. Sister Elizabeth Blaze me patcho me hu so me da say share page no mame na page no nko. Ese hu 50 no, ese hu nipa 50 no. They be that is the thing we would like to do. So we will see at least the number 50 to kickstart. The number 50 to kickstart. Let's invite more people. Let's keep inviting more people. Why will be to me invite you, Bibiano? Send a message. You know, more, Mr. P. Share to this group as well. I'll put here. I'll put here. I'll put here. And then if I try to share page, you know why? Maybe I'm trying to share to other places. Into Mr. Mo share page, you know what I mean? Maybe okay. I'll put it here. Then I can put it. No. Maybe. I think that's enough. I think I've put it in enough places by now. Hey, Tina Mudunsa. All right, Charlie. Where be you now? Elizabeth Blaze, Nana Kwame Abuaji Michiao, Mr. Joyce for Michiao pa na fi Michia aba poliwa or say more fire. Yes, fire neighbor pa Nana ya Michiao, Steve Steve Myopia Michiao so mon share page na page into me do baby and patch so when ja crime in hand in share anya correct intino. So when ja message na hard say I will know who and who is watching. Comfort Sabre me patcho me home. Greetings to you. Please tag all our friends for us. Okodia 6 or see Colombia. Colombia house. Problem never finish. Problem will never finish. Problem will never finish. Charlie, big up yourself. Chia brothers nini na mama ewo Colombia house. Chiomu ni na mama ye de nyame ase. So there and there Friday for say ache. And they said I'm 1.5 hours per. I'll be out of here and we can focus on something else. Into Mr. Remo, I'm on share page, mommy. Uja message ya, and now uja comment ya, and I mean, to Mr. Remo, Momo danger comment na me who na face, mon share page, you know, on fan to all the platforms and all the groups, no mommy, those who need to hear this. Most importantly, I mean, him say NDC for social media handles. Montage chairman of Swamp of wow, we name be a tag in the Dino say. Montage, ye papa si bunketia, Montage, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Nafe, Montage Kofi Adams, on Facebook. Montage, Papa, we, yes, Evans, I feel me. Sa Papa, we, some friend is saying, Haruna Idrisu, Montagium, na Montage Muntala. Papa na odi free education echo call to say on pese Ghana sebe aban betu obi school fees amano no de odi call to no montage ono so na ndemo ma we ye ni na ye nsua de na and then Ibn Zanyameche emse mechia o share page ni wi amu amohwe wo YouTube so na ya chia monchia emu odene mon share page ni na endu ba bi ense do. All right, Charlie. First and foremost, I better Yankopon say, so dear net, I tell you to say the Americano, be bring a Kodaya or Manyane, Menumi and Yatiasia, a Dumbi keke, and I answer, a Dumbi and I answer. Bema Mebuni Araba, Michiao, and Chia, Mudu. Menumi no Yatiasia, and I Dumbi na answer, ya who offend ye sika. And ye nim dear name ya care be a dem, and now baby I are na I bear me be a no, name of my Adumka, and Omokan saying divine selection and I David Nkansa Michia Kobi. Hope so we share page no me a share ewo phone no so na enkoto Facebook platform no so na obi so entimi enye bi enye den. I hope say one Mr. Date ni na ende obi a ho ye said ya etie. Now, yada nyame ase awie no, na ma afi so mechia me ame papa, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of Ghana Armed Forces, on any beautiful wife, Mama Rebecca, baby a wo bia no, yade nchia kese a emu du efri Canada, Toronto, at the brew, wonu fiefo ni na se Nyankopon enkoso nya mo kese, ombie mani na mo fe hu more omo kan say more futuristic ways of moving Ghana forward. Say the bear 2 years here okay ni no now you the impact of the Nana Addo government transcending in all aspects of Ghanaian life. Since you know Mama Rebecca Akufo-Addo michia uni kunu ya papa Nana Akufo-Addo Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo abena abrefi michia me won se wa target samolofo so ampo for me da se Vivian Boateng michia we see dun ketia mpa chomo target omo who we need more George Pariado, all these people, Eric J, all these people who making mouth, no, me pacho Montague Nafi, Montague Loud Silence, Montague Kevin Taylor, Montague Marie Boom Amwakwa Buedu Before, Montague on son count, Montague Sankrofuni na one way Bejina or Frema show, no one for Womujina was sent to Quincy Ghana because according to them, your election, no, Montague Tag Yomunina, and then you baby your margin mokakra. Say near fire. But fire near the nyansa and the facts and quan bed and ebe fire. Now, Michia I say Michia me waistcoat, me darling boy. His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia, you and your beautiful wife Samira, wherever you are, may Allah bless you, may Allah keep you and protect you and push you forward in whatever that you put your mind to do. May the evil that people seek for you before they themselves, and whatever you put out, may it benefit the people of Ghana and also the youth of Ghana. So I salute you, sir, Your Excellency Vice President of Ghana, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia. Baby, I will be one of wife, Midinchake, see Emamo. I feel me chair you and I'm party. Or Sunuko Kruko, Rado. Party na ama NDC. They say, oh my paralyzed. They say, NDC, boo. He say NDC na moa bibi e beto ye trimbia se yanko try se Ghana fo be so mu a omo na moa omo ko one day one factory nkofo yo na agbo madam se say den yanko ya yan fancy sa school feed ni nkofo yo se omo tremo se nkola be 3 million na edidi free yo na dey na ekoso yi sa de na egbo ma asesa enti osunu kokroko ya se ade ye ene ye kanfo ya niama 1 or 2 bi na ese ye fixe na ke ye fixe ye niama we dia Agasansem fun ya nkofo edi in 2008 edi chinchim yensa de gi abanya na kufu asset no correct na esanke to take you off every yensa no ankamba sister Evelyn Edu Michelle Inchiran council also to me aiden abedwan na me bright eduochere big man michiao na no usu to form pa chomo share page na mama Udro Hammond michiao sa so na michiao e bio mel chia de menye chiao na monhwe bibio and NDC aba Ghana no minuanom enya said they be am betena ha I feel say me bomb with you but party na ma in fact Nana Akufo-Addo plans so far yes say obe neutralizes sa NDC for party like obe gu party na say we free power no papa na mpa wa find the way edi gu party no en kakra nkra minuan wutie me ma me yi watch nya na e bebo life en kakra kra sa Akufo-Addo enam ne policies na dwuma wo ye ampa odi gu NDC aban me se enche Akuadonko ye kogina elections a obenya mo chin NDC no kra wo mu ne say sa free education guarantee free student loan ne all these things are buying implementing no ebema wo mu a omutumi kenkan te ne amase be dose wo Ghana na se sankrofo no ko dose wo Ghana ebe ha dwene enti osunu kokroko chale maya ade ye tiamo ba bia mo bia momu 1 or 2 bi na ese mo ye mo niama yie mo kenya niama mo timani to niama ho na niama tumi ko de eko but ye ka the best party in Ghana there is no other best party than this new patriotic party I so love Maxwell Japan Michia Samuel Gansa. I hope I got it right. Kojo Dot Michia won so kwekwa mo akon medase and then mo share page na show no yeah, the videos be better money ya be money add more to be so. Enti osunu kokroko abusu ya mechiamo chairman Blay secretary Adwenkesi Abuadu Samia Uku, Nana B, Kate Jemfua, Chairman Omarewa dear, Chairman Abronye, all the regional chairmen, all the constituency executives, mo amubo muma osono yesono na afei mo amukuta as I will call the fuel or the catalyst of NPP the grassroots, and I say they are Momo friend food soldiers. Salute you guys wherever you are this afternoon or this morning. Comfort J Michia Obaya Hofe. Yes, thank you. Political zone for HR power. We are heavy at it. Yeah, the money na say. Pepa choba so na ma share page, share there yen ton mon share mame. Mechia say na afei propaganda party NDC for amohwe mini na so mechiamo screenshot nation mechiamo Michael Buedi mechiao ene mo amobile ya mo so mobile betie nsempade akon mechiamo enuanom ene me ba ya me ba no boko me pese ye twe adwene edisi bibi so endra nyame ye madom ena mehwe CNN na mehwe CNN no ade a na mitrim was comparing it to 2020. Oyene ene basabasayo a na NDC for champions NC wo Ghana. Ebi ne omo ankasa omo general secretary ya friend no ya papa esi edun ketia. Etumi kotena GH1, a big station like that. Etumi make pronouncement ne say, and he repeated this on Joy News as well as BB file or kan say ono the empire all born say opese basa yona enkrofo champions enkoso no enkoso saa na mpanifo na ewo kromu ano omu ndwane te say dia Ivy Coast for ni dwane ba Ghana no. This man was actually hoping say there will be an uprising. Why? Because proud to electing Akufo-Addo, they had already said, say, Akufo-Addo don't come the second term. Akufo-Addo don't come the second term. Some of them even consulted spiritual men, including Nigel Gazy, to try and sabotage Akufo-Addo in any way as they can. Nigel Gazy traveled to Gabon more than 4 times during 2020 election. He should sit on any platform and deny, say this is not true. And we will put his traveling charts out. Because these days, this answer phone. My question says, we will not let you people get away with it no more. Everything they could do spiritually to weaken Akufo-Addo, they tried. It didn't work. How many times didn't Nasi Ketia himself go to Lomé? Or should we also bring those charges? Me see these days, penny phone, and maybe these days, penny for the no munjai say, Ghana say no, because we were here when we had somebody like Pito Tukono. Ya winnie, yet to go and chant say DJ boy and we had the useless Sami Jenfi sitting on radio and TV talking nonsense, something that had nothing to do with the election, all in the name of let us satanize this whole EC, let us dehumanize anything that makes a human, so that people can believe us say the aye can no correct. This Sami Jenfi boy went even a step further in one of their press conferences to breach the constitution of Ghana, which has given the EC the only body. This constitution gives the EC the only body, as the only body that is able to organize and make like anything that has to do with election. It is the EC. Sami Jenfi felt say, or your Mahama boy, or you're too powerful for him to go into his press conference. And he actually said this is live. Welcome His Excellency, President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. When the EC had already announced to the whole world, say, Papa Nanado Dankwe Akufo-Addo, and Ewini. These people tried every calculated attempt before the election, while the election was going on, even after the election declaration was done, they still did not rest. Everything that they could do to cause a civil unrest in Ghana, they did it. They paid huge sums of money to useless boys on social media who call themselves the Loud Silence and the Foolish Marie Buedu and those stupid people. Pay them money so that they can still indoctrinate and incite youth on Facebook, because nowhere they will say Facebook is the place. They did all of this. Emu ya kofa etwa di funchi no mu na ba ye sem wi afia. Ebre bi so okonum wi ben yo, so okon smoky den yo, so okon hia den yo. Okotwi tio say ye beku akufu ado te say ye ku ne papa. Ghanaians, we saw that. Ya election abanya kwa abanya ba ya ntine da bi da say nkola eto ete say ebegu social media so pumping for all in the name say obi say ye wian wo election. And this was why, because they felt say most of Ghanaians wouldn't look at the substance that is being spewed out or the content. All they will care about is the headline and they will run with it. Yesterday, Sister Florence, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me and always sharing this page. Abena Deda, big up yourself. Now, as I was saying yesterday, I had the privilege of watching the January 6th insurrection that happened in the United States of America. Let me remind you that when this insurrection was happening, those was the times when Kevin Taylor, Marie Buedu, Dr. Ren, and all these stupid, useless people on social media were telling their supporters in Ghana, say, you people should storm out. When it comes to Marie Buedu, she actually took the whole video of the insurrection, posted it on her page, put her daughters or her sons inside her. I'm saying, Wakana Senayase, and no catcher Ghana for say, Monkwa Bontena Monkoko. Mon shed your US for ne. This is how you take power. Where ye obao and ya bema. Obao no CSA ni Kufuado. Na ya ma omo chance. Emo no and to me and bam fan be Jimmy and fan we and Crawford say Onima Kufuado until we got Obegu Kufuado anymore say during election or to me can an impulse no bet no aka say empire will no Marie Buedu ne ba ne say ya na Kufuado. Na binding go from na we are see man sending now other media men Embeus and Tokwesi Ghana during the Kufuado time, so that a Kufuado will be disgraced. This is somebody who claims to say a Kufuado yenihunipa. They are opening San Kentino or tina on the platform so na Ghana for watching a big more fire. Eka so or not dia or no so say or per se media for war Al Jazeera one for na Mumbra Ghana na Mumeus and Tokwesi Ghana. So that you create or no impression and I say or no image or person they make Kufuado no. So it will be like that. This was the time, ye koshe ayalolo bases ewo Ghana. If you people have forgotten, me I would always remind you people. Samo said that by yes mu bi da free a me kai mu na ma kai mu dia e man ne ba ye she ayalolo ewo Ghana. Kevin Taylor begina wonu page so say muhu vim lady amunku no munko shi ni fie otina on the platform so can say yes sisin crofo kumase enunti metro men for amu NDC mu amu wasan ni na muntingum. This is Kevin Taylor. The videos are there to prove. And they claim say they had won elections, that's why they were doing that. Now Andra, wow, to me share CNN, you would have seen say number one, everything Trump did was illegal. Bibia Trump no eye biano na illegal. However, onya nipa bone asho mutiri muma na bone Adam nana bone asha yakuma muma na ye nitima any odo emfa mamai e supporto no all through the way to the point where even when their lives was in danger as a senator, your house is in danger, a carnage is befalling your house, and they still stood by Trump, all on the basis say you win election. They chanted hang Mike Pence, and the president Mike Pence ayeden a sacrifice mano and na ye juma 4 years. Wo sebe eba na ban mu a won said ni foko. Enti Mike Pence no ye politician na sebe ono no watena senate ni these places onim niama. Now Mike Pence sebi Eddie Wechi I support to even when you are fooling. Mike Pence still supported Trump. At the time when Mike Pence's life was in danger, for the taste of power that Trump wanted to continue to have, he was willing to tell or give his own vice president away. Because while they chanted Hank Pence, he said, maybe we should listen to these people. I think Mike Pence deserves to be hanged. This is the president of the United States of America. When the symbol of what? Democracy, the symbol of liberty is under attack, regardless of your power, your country is supposed to come first. But there are certain people who are demonically inclined to hold on to power by all means. So Trump actually told, say, Sebi, Mike Pence deserved to be hanged. It is very ironic. Now let's bring that to Ghana. Minia, you got to about 2020. Yes, but the truth is, NDC didn't have a message. 2016, they lost by more than 1 million votes. 2016, they lost by more than 1 million votes. Something human beings say. NDC fue mada daya chinti ya bremu kotinefie. 2020, they lost by over 500,000 votes. Now listen, yes, 1 million is what, but still 100,000 crown because Professor Mills, the 43,000 votes, and we did president. Some we fear. Professor Mills, yeah, the 43,000, 43,000, and we did BT or the president. And as since you started say year to about we a president, I was your friend Jerry John Rawlings here, Otuminya 50 column. NDC president to be in your 50 column that you can do the cross check and check. First some check it. Apart from Papa Rawlings and we sabi when you're the baby kono, there is no NDC president that has been able to win any elections with more than 50%. You can do the cross check and check for me. I will not lie to you here. Share the page, say welcome. Now, Papa Mahama went to an election where the only policy he could bring to Ghanaians was young koye den Okada Liga na yensi Samuele and na mortuary farmer Ghana for. Na Ghana for said there be. And then Brewe Kufuado no mo say ye mayor mo etiomu SS amayin. One more besan be guarantee free loan. Said ye be ya akola na nkasa di ni din ne Ghana card be kwa akwaji loan. Na wo wie school a why the service area near Jumani 2 years time was start here Eddie Eddie Amabain kakra every month be a note and kakra. Said the Abaya Benya says cano Eddie Ama student of Fufra now say wouldn't be bound no so person or university view. Now say Kufa do the way back Emma Miss Benya or scholar new or me fear was Minko to Abama Samuele na Ghana for said there be and to Abama Samuele. Kufa do the rental allowance and that making it is illegal, but Ghana for Nankasa, we don't trigger. We don't trigger the process and we complain. Landlord be anywhere SS or Joe more than 2 years advance. It is or yes, I would to make report to the police. But to slow because it's a baby atna. But the landlords in Ghana, the law right now stands say you cannot charge somebody more than 2 years, 1 year's rent. Omokan is a rental advance. Who said no, Omoya in Ghana. No, it is not allowed. It is illegal. But now the same landlord, remember, Jaka say, Embrani Yejuma. Embrani Bedia Yejuma, Sister Betty, Sister Larissa, welcome. Justice Nero, welcome. Embrani Bedia Yejuma. When the process has been set for everybody to follow, and we choose not to do. How can I vote for Okada when VW is assembling cars in Ghana? That was the signal Ghanaians sent. So he lost by over 500,000 votes. Now, I have the European Union report on 2020 elections. And the more feasance and I say problem almost finding woman say a far result no pa and Kenya ya. Again, NDC for Nankasa Niamo can ye by how many votes ya they claim say was outstanding somewhere in here no to Oman Fen winning. Now yeah 5,000 something. Akufo-Addo won by 500,000, more than 500,000 votes. Say 5,000 no free more than 500 anymore. And then Eka. So look at it. They knew they had lost the election. Now, the same carnage Trump tried to exert on America for, to the point where Mike Pence's life was in danger, Senator's life was in danger on the Capitol, and he chose to do nothing. Instead, he rather was saying, Mike Pence has to overturn the election, send the election back to the state, so they can now fixing things to reach the election. This is Trump. But he was doing this while he was telling his people, say, we're winning. I have won. And they are trying to steal it from you people. So fight for it. So what I say? Fanesa homachi weko jina wako tuaba. Ni yesi ye wiyawo. Untiasiye. In this psychology and as a mentality no. And a Trump, edi we and the supporters. And that I can say. Most of the supporters are almost called mass insurrection in now because when we said this man was lying to us all along. Because Endra video evidence here you're born CNN no, comes to really confirm say indeed Trump lost the election. He knew he has lost it, and because of his own greedy and selfish interest, he was willing to topple a democracy that has been there for over 200 years. Trump was willing to sacrifice the whole of America so that he can become president, which is exactly what happened in Ghana. Wako election we lose. The Americans say we lose election na fako court. As you'll be playing a video here. Maybe Chiremo. Boss, fa Akufo-Addo election petition video no. Fair no start mama. And then the best start. And then you show video now. Near the Akasa. Now you the expose one. Ghanaians had gone to the polls and voted for Akufo-Addo. Yes, some of them might not really have fully endorsed the president, but some of the policies they were seeing was helping them, i.e., free education, nation builder score, NAPCO, and all these policies that were there was helping the ordinary Ghanaian. So they decided, say, Akufo-Addo to us. So now you shed the Awusu 8 years, at the beba. Yeah, my NDC 8 years. The only buy, nay, you do so. The only buy, nay, high unemployment, high inflation. The only buy, na a CD to dollar ratio at the highest ever. The only buy, na IMF in 8 years. Akufo-Addo, my yes, we can try 8 years. Na Papa Penia, we the president da. We jina say what dear. Oh, Sebi, Boka for boys bia. A banner to trust someone, omube to me akoye. It would the omo, ebe chim Ghana for adjene. Na ya adjene say we win election. Ube to journalist for ka. No more ton propaganda to propaganda de gum, said ye be then. Ebe to me a confusing crowd for. Now, so let me show you a leader who cares about Ghana. Or call election petition crime farmer no. Montreal your kind. Chairman Drew Pachobo.
Presidential election
Is that
has been confirmed as happened the December 2012 presidential election has been confirmed as having been won by the candidate of the National Democratic Congress, President Mahama. As I said earlier, whilst I disagree with the court's decision, I accept it. I accept that what the court says brings finality to the election dispute. We shall not be asking for a review of the verdict so we can all move on in the interest of our nation. Everything in my bones, in my upbringing, and in what I have done with my life thus far makes it imperative that I accept a decision made by the highest court of the land, however much I dislike or disagree with it. I am saddened by the verdict, and I know that many of our supporters are saddened too. However, for the sake and love of our country, we must embark on a path that builds rather than destroys to deal with our disappointment. I appeal to all members and supporters of our party, the NPP, to accept the verdict of the court. Even in our disappointment, we can take pride in the way we have conducted ourselves. Even in our disappointment, we can take pride that the NPP has again led the way in deepening Ghana's democracy. To quote one of the Supreme Court judges, quote, after this case, elections in Ghana will not be the same, unquote. In other words, we might not have been given the ruling we sought, but thanks to our effort.
Sir. Oh, sir, aboy yo. Enti enianum video ya hwe yi ye papa His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Ebra na Ghana ni na nka ye dwene se ono na wawini. Na bibia show se papa ya wini. NDC for pe kwan bi edi chinchim yensa. Ekowi akire no ye call court. Ye call court so a court no e ka say MPP for madincho na mum President Mahama anyway wini no. One to say Akufo-Addo say yato judges fu egu ho there be. One to say Chief Justice at the time no atuguba MPP for say yenko huro no e public. This was a verdict here, a call 4-5. Meaning say, nipa ba akupe, and the breaki tie no, Emma President Mahama, ebe president in 2013. And you biana na ye ne de, to say the papa Akufo-Addo, edin ka chire mu wa no. And you biana na ye ne de. Nanso leader or Dwene Ghana ho. Ohun say there be me wo to me wo mensa. Me won crofo edomi me won crofo pia sebe omo epe the way amete enti se me pen crofo de akodu atutu asem ameye na mbom what is the point to say me Akufo-Addo me di to me ne be hye me nsa na me ankasa me perokra interest nti me kwa akoye say me mpene enti me crofo enti nsikrum. More na munni on the ground at that time. No man can say around side election petition we announcement no. Na MPP for mbebunu. No almost sebe anu no wi. Koko ni rasta fo na ewom na yadwene abodam. Na bebre agete agada ewo obra sport. No ma ye ready say. Se verdict no ko gensu omo a ombete asikuruma kwa akoye gidigidi. But because of what Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo said, catch up so be uncle fie. Na yanko prepare ya ho. Na yan support new government a yedina ba no. Because ono nko for ono nko ape. Anase ono nko ade opekeke. E de koye bibi saa emoye nesi o mani mu a. Na wen show oman bapa. Dia Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Ye no. Hwe me di video bi sende o. Enye de ade ba sesi a John Mahama de no. First time one or ye interview results ne buy muntie di okan ye say do ketia kasa onu wie na Mahama kasa we no na oye wo onu ni fie na omu gina na chi e ka links na me de send o say later on check mami. I believe it's the last link I sent. Check na fair no to so eno ne first video am pese obo na yen fan hwe these two leaderships no na fe yen go into the court agba okay Mobile 40 minutes, okay. Yeah, the BFM. Akwesimai, Michiao, Tino say Michiao, Abafo, Tale these days on your regular, Bibia Boko. I hope say Bibia that we be a said that share page in mammy. Mr. Betty Kumsin, but also share page in mammy. And I won't tell me here in the late too, because last no say yeah.
To thank the people of Ghana for what has been an exciting election. I want to state
Chairman,
categorically
pause. Chairman,
and firmly.
answer. Pause. 1 second. Video ya ushe mesrel. Enya me ene Chairman Drew ene koki kabomu. We ye live obi a hwe. Na obi a wedding kunim a speech ene wutie. According to NDC ne Mahama no more winning. Muntie di ana oka. Muntie the voice. Why your communication da? Share the voice. Share the name. Share the posture. Now share the way I will see a deliver. Now share the type of words now oka.
That I've not congratulated any person. No attempt should be made to steal this election. We will resist it. We thank the Ghanaian people for the confidence they've expressed in us. It's clear the Ghanaian people want a change in this country. Ghanaians are tired of Akufo-Addo and his government. We thank the electorate for giving us a working majority in Parliament, 140 seats in Parliament, which is a majority. And no attempt should be made to subvert that. I've looked at the results we've collated so far, and I'm excited, I'm happy with the results. And we've won in 10 regions out of 16, and the Ghanaian people have expressed confidence in us. We would resist any attempt to subvert the will of the people. Some of what is happening is unacceptable, and Nana Akufo-Addo continues to show credentials that are very undemocratic. You cannot use the military to try and overturn some of the results in constituencies that we have won. And so we will resist any attempt to subvert the sovereign will of the Ghanaian people. The right thing must be done. We've collated our results, and we thank the Ghanaian people for the confidence they have in us. And we will give further details later. But we thank you very much, and our people should remain calm as we wait for the final verdict. But we are happy that Ghanaians have voted for change. Thank you.
We know that it's for you! It's for you! In fact, NDC, I'm very ideal. Seriously, like all jokes aside, this party called NDC, it is a party of jokers. Seriously. Ope serious members a woman a kakrebio. And the serious members don't get the forecourt to do anything. No attempt should be made to subvert the will of the people. Trump. We won, and they are trying to steal it from you. Meanwhile, he's the president. We won, and they are trying to steal it from you. This man told the whole Ghanaian, say, on my winning seat 140 in Parliament. Me pato say NDC for seat in here. I hear no more started parliamentary nankasa. I hear no more started 8 parliament. No, how many members no more started here? 137 into 140 different, and as Atana cognac na kasa. Moti how he was talking and panting. Say utie in the voice no echo snare womuna. You should hear the panting. It's either obi awa konomonsa na wabo anasa afe no obro anasa obi a onim se wedi ncho nanso opese obeye guy say ondi ncho woyamu no it would expose you. You will try say obeye guy but woyamu the way I am best so na ebe yo no o ka say be wom o voice be popo sa na tie sa na nyame ete ne so ntoma. These people knew say they could have gone to where? They could have gone to court to seek redress. Just like Akufo-Addo went to court to seek redress and lost. And Mahama became president. And NDC became the government at that time.
of which they sent us back to IMF. Now, Nansen I NDC for MPs be sorry. Oma sem omo can say omo per se omo probing to 2020 election because as it stands, the Munum said now no Mahama uncongratulated Akufo-Addo yet since 2020 Owini yeno till now uncongratulating but mama yemfa no ntonche. These so-called MPs with sense are saying say 2020 elections now flawed into we should probe into it. They be a make say the fact say enkrofo ye from honorable non chere so ma ben, especially NDC for ni bebre honorable no motoye adisua e friend adisua omu nsua bi na so omu sua bi so ade omu sua ye no omu njusu. Okay, after they have gone to elections petition Echo Lusu Yaswe in Nanado eye Nejuma aka no 2 years penawa kono. NDC now because of Samubekaya first day when they started doing this ye winning no. I told you people, Sister Cynthia, you people will bear me witness. Mekachiremo wahase. The only reason why these NDC people are doing that, and that's sad and not junior so Mekachiremo say is because they want to block anybody that will try and stand on the way of Mahama for the NDC ticket. Because I same way Chiremo, some more retentive memory, Bekaya. During election petition, me show some one of the things I make and say, Sister Betty, if you remember, the only reason they are doing this is to bring Mahama back. But in order to bring Mahama back, they have to psych the mind of the people. Say, Mahama Kra will lose Yeriano. Mutie. I said this on my platform. Nobody can tell me say they don't remember. Mekachirem will say, Mahama knows he has lost this election. Esiedun Ketia knows they have lost this election. Ofoswampofu, Otukono, whoever, they all knew, said they had lost this election. But in order to side their, excuse me to use the word, shallow-minded followers, what they did was side them, say, Mahama Wini, and yes, you know, said the Abeya, say, Yebeko 2024, near the neighbor backer, you bet me a message, be cried, party for they say, oh, Papa no cry well, lose, here we are. No. Mr. Evelyn, you remember, because you were also here at that time. They be a me ba fact no na ya na me person me didi agro. Mon share page no, mon share page na share ni so. Mon share page na page ni ntumi nko de circle. Asamo me kan ye say, the reason why NDC is making all this noise is because they want to side their people. Say the beya, say bre no beso. Say ye be call for internal elections ah. Obiaka so na say Mahama anko no kra na ebe wi ni but Akufo-Addo wi ano entia Akufo-Addo so nye electoral commission na answer na no mekan constitution article 43 article 43 no eno na within the constitution of Ghana by the way article 43 no eno na establish a electoral commission no na tie their constitutional NDC for natural ye. Constitution 1992. Jerry John Rawlings and then the NDC for Edema Ghana for said this is how Ghana is going to be ruled. At the brain. I don't know. Let's go through it. 43.1. There shall be an electoral commission which shall consist of a chairman, 2 deputy chairmen, and 4 other members. The members of the chairman shall be appointed by the president under the Article 71 of this constitution. Now, if I say, me share the duties of this commission. Now, say over the functions of the electoral commissioner and also Article 45 of your constitution. Article 45 say, the electoral commission shall have the following functions. A, to compile tie me said I be a deal. Me send we will continue after my tutorial. Tie. A, to compile the register of voters and revise it at such periods as may be determined by law. To demarcate the electoral boundaries for both national and local government elections. Enti ebra na NDC for any Bernard Mona akwotena EC office say yam pene ema yan compile register no na etia mra etia a constitution no. But esan so mo person mo painti EC ne black said you for some of can when tape ne munti na so almost psyche o mon crofo no no mo ti ase say compilation no kra no eyewiamu ekufo do person eden or sabe owi abamunti and also obey due register. Not only that, yes, say electoral commission they want to me say ye beti chechiche regions mu ye be creating regions near the idea electoral commission and they was said to me in terms of your electoral boundaries. Enunti Central Kofi Likwe Lolobi Akpafun and one more na 5. All these new regions and I say new districts are you creating you know was something constitution mandate is say omonye enunti ena ekoba ne say sankrofo no kroya mebubo omudin no ye de call ye ne justice do chenu mutena so no omo kan say there be sankrofo we nka voter region who bi enti Peter Mehu eye den legitimate hohoi MP mokai ena Peter Mehu nya legitimate because Lolobi for vote to Kevin Taylor said that be show and the that the tier for say and Crawford or Ghana or woman vote for MPs. Oh my vote ni be anye. And no he said Peter Mehu should not be allowed to enter parliament. All the foolish things they could think of, they threw it at Ghanaians. We had Boca journalists in Ghana supporting this stupidity. It happened in Ghana. Yes, Lipe, Lolobi, Central Kofi, and those. Now already, there's a Supreme Court ruling on those people say, and now new regions now you're creating into no. Most we no say Marco can baby a fraud day Guan district a wo OT region. The Electoral Commission was acting based on what this constitution said. NDC for saka omo person omo de bagan nti omo se omo mpene yento aso. C, to conduct and supervise a public elections and referenda. To educate the people on the electoral process and its purposes. Afei, to undertake programs for the expansion of the registration of voters. And exercise be to say national identification card yeah. Voters registration no. It is all functions of the EC. Something that was true. Every government it was true until 2020 elections when NDC decided that they won't work with this constitution again. Afetia. F, to perform such other functions as may be prescribed by law. Afesutie. Independence of the commission, which is Article 46 of our constitution. Mo share page, you know. Or say, except as provided in this constitution or in other law or not inconsistent with this constitution, in the performance of its functions, the Electoral Commission shall not be subject to the direction or control of any persons or authority. So, Electoral Commission cannot be pressured under Parliament, especially minority NDC parliamentarians. Now, Sebe, you want to petition the EC, where do you go? Do you go to Parliament? You want to petition the EC, where do you go? But NDC for the SACS commissions winning out the Bedada Ghana for. Let me remind you, say, Omoya sa de we ni no. Na akwanya no wo ho say omo be yeden. Anka omo de asem no be court. Semo be kaya. Some of the media people even woke up and said, say, and now gidi ne atrocities e cause unti no. Come on fa case no court said the MPP for the call ye na. Almost there be mpene. Na di omo ebe mo makoma ato omo yem ne say ye be ye Akufo-Addo free so na Mahama be president. Na ye de 148 according to Sabi omo friend say Sami Jemfi member of parliament ebe ka omo. That is the only way they will allow peace to prevail. To the point where the day we were about to swear in a president, they tried to play delay tactics. They tried to subvert the will of Ghanaians from having a president, even on the floor of parliament. Chanting revolution, revolution has a long way to go, but has come to stay on the floor of parliament. Disregarding this same 1992 constitution by NDC. Somebody said they love the Boka. Boka just say we are no yeshi. Onomoa na ma wudidi nkwa Boka enye we papa. Enti no Boka no is for these fake journalism and fake journalists who cannot survive without creating fake stories. Now, me de reading no ato ho no. Ya catch NDC for say omun court. No almost omun court. Now show me welcome. I see you. Yeah, can be so because they were trying to find any way to cause problems to make the country like some more tensions and so. Kevin Taylor and the NDC people don't sit down. You people have to fight back, fight. Marie Buedu and Wakofan the space. Hey, you people storm out. Everybody go and fight. You cannot sit down. This is not good. They tried and did everything to have a civil uprising in Ghana. They tried, believe me. They tried. They tried everything. NDC for tried the Omobeye Bia said ye beya ntokwa ebesi Ghana. Afi omakuma to mo yem say omobe court yo mon file mo case in fan court. Omo the 35 reefs and the court. Obukodu Supreme Court na Supreme Court share omo yi no mo se chale mo paper mo de buy no emu 30 mistakes wom enti mo mefa na mo correct na mo famra and omo be fire no mo correct na mo de buy. Now NDC for the omo reefs buy Ghana for muntie because omo start kebio because ye person ye de His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Bentino. Woman started kebio sa abani ye wia omo nti mo ye nhwe de omo file and the call sebe court almost say problem almost both the EC and also the second respondent in this case Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Now the almost person almost can say first and foremost EC should consider the elections results void, null and void, which means say yencha election results they didn't specify whether parliamentary or president. They just said no. Oh, null and void. That is one. Afebio is in Sanya and organizing another election between the first respondent and NDC. Now, Afi, interwana no masia ko twemi say na first respondent na why first respondent ni ECU. Na EC dey so on nyina aba. In this all say young election between one EC na NDC for sebe adwene ne dan mon fa mo paper no nkona mon san kohwe mo mra. Owie no mo san say omon hye na Akufo-Addo so that he cannot hold himself as the president of Ghana until the court cases are done. These are the problems with Reefs or the call here. Number one, say election no yen. So on what basis are you running? Like we should see the Like the result should be null and void. So on what basis should there be a rerun? Based on what result should we have a rerun? You see how boca their mind is? They be American. You see how boca these people are. They be a Ghana for Mama Yema Yeni end out na NDC. They are processing and thinking ways, no killer and what. Now, the same person I was saying yen results in yen no. What I say? I feel the yen election for fro. Na sa election no. Why be? Because their constitution we man the say on your election. What's there be? Okra de anko nyanko no kra nyina as flag bearer. No only NDC for uncle. Yet here I'm na best sign say yenye election for fro. Enti ye bi so mo say number 1. Nanka sa election no. Committee ben, commission ben, and I know be supervisors our second election na no mo pen. They didn't think it through. As usual, NDC blueprint. They never think things through. Mule. That type of lifestyle is all they do. Again, they also said, say, Akufo-Addo shouldn't hold himself as the president. You know how that is not even possible? Because in 2013, when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Akufo-Addo went to court, Mahama was still the president. Even though we were in court, he still acted as the president, continued to rule Ghana as the president until the verdict came. Read the State of the Nation's address, did all of these things before the verdict even came. In Tiabane saying, and a Mahama case for court there, on the debate to my president. Ye manning their president here. But Akufo-Addo there, case no court to crana, Mamu manning their president, ni interest they say no mine, why they be ruling. We should leave it empty and vacant. So that omo propaganda ni amo mahyehyɛ sɛ beba no etumi ayɛ den abaso amomo. This was NDC. Yo. Yebeko court. Now answer na yebeko court we nyina no. Now NDC for a press conference. Aka say omo wo all their pink sheets. Normal quality results ni na. Now results ni na kyerɛ sɛ NDC are winning both parliamentary and presidential. Chairman Drew say the other video now election result no yeah Papa Mahama ekasa ye na bueno so na me fe no so nto aso. Let's remind Ghanaians bia no mu reafi omo ka say wo ma wini. They have their pink sheets. Everything shows that NDC has won the election, NPP has lost, and they are using military apparatus to subvert the will of the people. Chairman Pacho was a video no Mahama dear no. Let's remind Ghanaians. Utimi bueno.
Was Hitler's propaganda man. And Goebbels propounded a theory that if you take a statement, whether it's false or it's misleading, and you repeat it every day often enough, eventually the people will come to accept it as true. And so I noticed a very Goebbelian attitude and pronouncement in the MPP. They told all their communicators, anytime you mention Mahama or NDC, say incompetent. So you hear about me and you say incompetent Mahama and you say incompetent. You've never held any responsibility anywhere near presidency before. You don't know what it is like to be president.
If I join you, we are, and there we are, I will to about Kubi. Say, oh, they are no plan at all for first. I'm our boy, you know.
I will take that word.
Where am Mahama? Ebra answer na omobeko senchide akọ IMF no. na oka say ba omianu mu di president da enti omu ntumi enye den en question no mama na obi obetumi a question no his excellency Jerry John Rawlings and President Kufuor Asa. But when the na some a press conference, me patch press conference, what the to so first cry, who didn't count the to so na em say na me say obebo enu later na me ma obo join news there. It's in the Shemuna fairness to e ka dia de ma me no cry bi e ka o videos now the send me so ho bi Ghana for me try de we mu ni na said the beya me sremo NDC for propaganda omasia start say ye de election no omo ko probu no matiase ye de omo akokot so omo ko prove omo ntimi improve say Akufo Addo aka ne be 2 years so say less than 2 years kra na we na adwuma afei na NDC for still age now. Yes, this is the press conference. Thank you me pa choboma. No volume. Oh.
I don't know, Embai.
These results are flawed and discredited. Unable to accept the outcome of the election.
As in be before for us so elbow we tree. Sa pepe. There be we na elbow we tree no. Yeah. There be no. Good. That's the one.
Unable to accept the outcome of the election as declared by the Electoral Commission chairperson, Mrs. Jane Mensa. These results are flawed and discredited. When it comes to the parliamentary election, the NDC won a working majority of 140 seats.
Where should I say where?
Eno abo.
Asa.
Oh, eno one on the mind. Okay, the next press conference no. Other videos now on Bobo. Let's use the videos now. Bobo, other videos no. I can't cry my time no cry so.
Accord him the needed courtesy. And so let's all remain silent. Ghana is listening. The world is watching. This address is not for those of us in this auditorium alone. The whole nation is listening. The world is listening and watching. And so remain quiet so that we can start. Security, can you now close the door? Ladies and gentlemen, the hour we've all been waiting for is here. Let me acknowledge the presence of the General Secretary of the party, Honorable Johnson Asiedu Ketia. Let me acknowledge the presence of the National Chairman of the NDC, Honorable Samuel Ofusu-Ampofo. Let me also acknowledge the presence of our majority leader in waiting, Honorable Haruna Iddrisu. And let me acknowledge the presence of our vice presidential candidate, our mother, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. Now, at this stage, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome the man who will be addressing us this evening, a man who is a consummate Democrat. He's won elections, and even when he lost, he accepted it. The year 2016, he led us to battle in the year 2020. Today, the NDC has won in 9 regions out of 16. We've won the administrative capital of Ghana. He led us to battle, and today we have risen from 106 seats in parliament to 140 seats. Ladies and gentlemen, with a standing ovation and a round of applause, let's welcome to the podium His Excellency, His Excellency, His Excellency, His Excellency, His Excellency, His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama. Thank you.
Chama me da se pos mame. Sa di we ya besen ato aso. Mesan ene mo ato aso. Kakra mesan ene mo ato aso. Na chairman, ube keep the rest of the information no. Cause enche bia na ese me call for me tutorial. But mama yan hwa de. Sa kakra ya ubo ye ya no. Sami Jenfi lied. He told us say they have won 140 seats in parliament. And therefore, Haruna Iddrisu was the majority incoming leader. That was the first one. Put that on the side. When we watched the first press conference, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the flag bearer himself, said they have won in 10 regions out of the 16. Now, I know Kabemi Desanka NDC for be bioma dream, no me biomani. No me who say this current administration are omo rule sa NDC for we no. Omo ndi no kre. They take their subjects for joke. They take their party members as illiterate and as jokes. People who cannot think for themselves, people who cannot decipher, say, adie way no kra na say eyetro. Because these are the people who told you they had won 140 seats in parliament. Most of you well-wishing NDC people were hoping san kamo be court sebi court hodie and kamo de samu pink seat na. Most of them will now score betting center on the college and on kamo de bechere Supreme Court. But you people failed. Because why? You were not able to collate your result. Just like 2016, you couldn't collate your result. 2020, the same thing. You couldn't collate your results. But you lied to Ghanaians. And it's funny, these same people, after such a defeat, not 6-1, not 5, there be 9-0, 7-0, still comes and say they want a probe into the 2020 election. Why? Because they want to bring Mahama back. They don't want anybody to contest Mahama. When Dufour tried to say, you have not do 4 years obey unity, and why I try, he said, stop him from contesting me. Kodobonsu from a former KMA boss, or yes, or baby, and no see yesterday, and no see so it has to be Mahama. And the leadership right now knows that Mahama is no one they can get. Ntia mo bi ama obeba be stingy, obebi saniska on mount. Ye po bi oba, wonu no sika no obeden, obetete amayen amayedi. These people burn tires on the street of Accra. A young 15-year-old girl lost her life in the north. Somebody died in Odododio constituency because of this election. Injuries happened. Techima in South, people died because they were made to believe, say, they had won an election and it was being taken away from them. The same thing Trump did during the insurrection. People marched to these voting centers. People got their arms shot and everything because NDC and their evil, plotted-minded leadership, the Boka selection of NDC, were psyching some shallow-minded Ghanaians to say they have won an election, so they should go outside and do all the mayhem, cause all the mayhem they can, without looking at the safety of Ghanaians. You have 147, and then you have 146, because now Kwesi can't even come to Parliament. Obi akokra otini be bi je pension kakra. Sika esi edun ketia no beji edinti mada kote mabeda da na menne papa yakoto asemu. Jomoro is also cooking very soon. Andra pa junior show me adebi na minya chance ya me de be ma chemandu na one of these days no ono so show about the Jomoro lady. NDC made us believe say they had legitimately won elections and it was being overturned. They lied. They fabricated. They had these Boca journalist people ranting here and there, giving different figures. To the point where some kaya omukofa kwebi bayana or shekot. Obe working numbers nini na chirese mahame wini mokai. These people tried everything. They showed results that showed say Mahama had won. All to side their people against a country. All to side their people against a government. All so that their people can be angry and hate a Kufuor to say we are no. You do all of this because you want Mahama to come back. Is anybody fighting with Mahama? The problem with you NDC people is instead of you finding time to wash Mahama and clean him, so that even if Ghanaians will give him a chance, they give him no. You are rather there not bringing any alternative or cleaning him up. You are rather soiling yourself with more propaganda, like he just said. When something is not true, when you repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat, the people will gradually begin to like it, and it is true. And you do a radio so for the first day. Only panokra utmi dinatem. Nkwasi anyumbeni. Bono omo. Mekai say boy, my friend say achi palago or the nyumbi bae. Na nyumni ya me he rough. Yamuze day. And then made one na masako bonsam jem. Made here pa na masako bonsam jem. Na me say ankwasi anyumbeni. Afio bedu baby anyum na ya me de. Me tie no social media sa na I am de. Enti say yakase yewia yo. It will resonate with some people and they would agree and start to revolt. Metamu aso enti me waste time will be brave. Me the first one ni ABC, but there are more videos. I believe Chairman Drew got them together. Yeah, the mobile record room. Now yet here in some because press conference winning now they did about 10 or 11 of them, and all the press conferences they did, what they were saying, they say they have been stolen. There was a stolen verdict. They were going to demonstrations and burning tires and all these things because they said it was a stolen verdict. If it's a stolen verdict, come to court and prove it. Yes, they went to court. Were they able to prove it? No. They couldn't even convince one judge with any evidence. They made Chachuchikata come and dance around the law, put big English, and still didn't have any substance in the material. I know this lawyer to be a correct lawyer. But this was a case he knew, said he had nothing to build with because Diomo Keninane was vague, just like Trump did in America. He didn't have no truth in their organo. How do you tell me, sir, would you be a court? Now, see, only panning bonko incriminating or no more for no evidence. I mean, how does that happen? Mobekaya, when they first went to court, they went to bring another extra set 7 or 12 interrogatory injunctions and other stuff, be trying to put it in and trying to introduce new motions and all of. They tried all these things on the court. It still didn't pan out. It didn't pan out. At the end of the day, just like the symbol of law speaks, it is a scale. Whoever is able to adduce more evidence wins the day. You take me to court. The onus is on you to prove that I'm guilty. You don't take me to court and say, me pese ube jina adaka enimu. Na se ube jina adaka enimu ansana metumi akase. I've proven my case. No. And as the subsequent days will come, as we go through, I would educate you, bring you figures, videos, so that you people will not take into consideration what NDC is saying, especially the followers. All they are trying to do is to bring Mahama back. That is all, as the sole person to contest. But they have no balls to even face them and say, this is what we want to do. So we have to lie to them because they will only read the headline and not read the whole subject. They will read, say, yes, the 2020 election, we are in. EU, European Union mission. I'll observe here on my report. Drew. In the next broadcast, I'm sure we can show those. We will show evidence. We will show figures, result figures. NDC if went to me improve or court. Then the omon feria DNT. We will talk about all of that. Thank you so much for staying with me. I'm Adoma Hello to say I hope so here. Oba Palo of Medase, Ramatu Mohammed Medawoswate, and the one to me joining me. Sad time we be ano. Me tutorial now. Me try say messing about online. Na can once, but yeah, the figures, any videos, ever try at the side the Amakana. Medamuni na say when time me dear me at this very moment. As so bonny you see, and the bonny you fra and the bonny you cartoon. Na memo be anye kese. Na the other yakuma suni na so onye my mo channel ye stars ye da mo ase mo hwe on YouTube ye da mo ni na ase mo continue and support movement no ye be say ababio na ya ba betwa star program we so because I think it's about time NDC for some me already I've told you say this time the juma me and so mo the propaganda na beto a na me the dado abe wo mu say to na ma bo no say the be ya Ghana ni o pass and petie na open no create no. That is all I'm doing. Madam Larissa, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys later on in the afternoon, hopefully. If not, I'll see you tomorrow with Chairman Drew as we move on to educate Ghanaians about what really happened in court. Madam Sister Charity, Michiao, say also to me join here. Madam Muninase. Sister Evelyn, we love you. I love you too. You say that's why dog me. Sister Evelyn, me who charge you. It's been a long time I've seen you, my Phil. I meant to onka. I meant to onka. Medamu ni na say. I mean shramo. Chairman Drew. Me da say. Ye di besia. Netre no ya say aye den. Ya say baba. Sister Cynthia.
All right, brother.
Yeah. Me da say. Bye bye.